Actually, ఇక్కడ ఉంది సార్.
Now let us all rise for the invocation song by Soumya Veluri.
Thank you, Sonia. With deep appreciation for our tradition, we warmly welcome our student Lomita to enchant us with the classical dance. Thank you, Ms. Lohita, for your enchanting performance. Yatra Jignasa Tatra Navasrijanam. Where there is curiosity, there arises innovation. Anveshanena Vijnanam Vistaram Prapnoti. Through research, knowledge attains expansion. Innovation is born when research meets relentless curiosity.
Research Day is an event dedicated to promoting and showcasing the vibrant research culture of our institution. First launched in 2019, it serves as an invaluable platform for faculty, students, and researchers to present innovative work and exchange transformative ideas. National milestones such as Operation Sindoor, Chandrayaan, and the Vision of Viksit Bharat remind us the extraordinary role that research and technology play in shaping India's progress. Inspired by these achievements, CBIT Research Day motivates our academic community to pursue impactful international research that addresses real-world challenges. By bringing together academia, industry, and research organizations, This event strengthens collaboration and nurtures a spirit of curiosity, creativity, and excellence in scientific and technological advancement.
The main motto of the research day is to exhibit and showcase our institute's research findings resulted from our institute's sponsored research projects, in-house seed grant projects, consultancy projects in the form of poster display and product demonstration. On behalf of R&D Cell CBIT, I am glad to welcome the dignitaries onto the dais. First, I invite Professor C.V. Narasimhulu, Principal CBIT, to grace the dais. I request Dr. Neerja ma'am to present something. I take immense pleasure in inviting today's chief guest, Dr. Prakash Ravana, Director, National Remote Sensing Center, NRSC, ISRO, Department of Space, Government of India, onto the dais. I request Dr. Mamta Thakur to welcome sir by presenting a sampling.
Now I take the privilege to invite the guest of honor of today's dinner, Professor Sandeep Goyal, sir, Birla Chair Professor and Head, Center for Research Excellence in Semiconductor Technologies, West, BITS Pilani, Hyderabad campus, on the dais. I request Dr. P. Srilata to present.
Now I invite the guest of honor of today's inaugural, Professor C. Krishna Mohan, sir, Department of CSE, former Dean of Public and Corporate Relations, IIT Hyderabad, to the dais. I request Dr. V. Lavanya to present the sampling. I now invite Professor D. Krishna Reddy, sir, Director R&D, onto the dais. Let's welcome sir by presenting the sampling. It's my privilege to introduce Professor C.V. Narasimhulu, the principal of CBIT. He brings with him over 3 decades of distinguished experience spanning teaching, research, administration, and institutional development across leading engineering colleges. He holds a PhD in Electronics and Communication Engineering from JNU Kakinada, an MTech in Instrumentation and Control Systems from NIT Calicut, and a BTech in ECE from SP University Tirupati. Under his dynamic leadership, CBIT has achieved remarkable milestones. The institute secured MBA accreditation for 6 undergraduate and 5 postgraduate programs, received an extension of UGC autonomous status for 10 years up to 2033-34, and consistently ranked in the 151-200 band in NIRF in 2024 and 2025. CBIT has also earned a 4-star rating from the Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell for 2 consecutive years and was recognized as the #1 private engineering college in Telangana by the week in 2025. In research and innovation, Professor Narasimhulu has steered the institution to secure 7 crores worth of sponsored projects and 1.5 crores worth in consultancy. In placements under his guidance, CBIT has reached an impressive 90% placement rate, with record offers of 59.9 lakhs per annum from Atlassian in 2023 and 51 lakhs per annum from Microsoft in 2024. Professor Narasimhalu's personal academic contributions are equally commendable. He has guided 4 PhD scholars of JNU Kakinada, authored a textbook, published over 60 research papers, and holds 8 published patents. He also serves as a distinguished visiting professor at the University of Emerging Technologies University. He has held prestigious professional positions, including Vice Chairman of IETE Hyderabad for 2 terms, and is a senior member of IEEE, a fellow of IE and IETE, and a life member of ISTE and CSI. His excellence has been recognized through numerous honors, including the ISTE National Award for Best Principal 2024, Best Academic Leader of Year by GFC in 2024, Best Researcher by NSF in 2022, Professor APJ Abdul Kalam Rashtriya Puraskar in 2023, Best Emerging Principal by CSI in 2025, and Best Principal by NSF in 2021. Now I request our principal to deliver the welcome address.
Honorable Chief Guest of today's 7th Anniversary celebrations, we are about to have Director Inaugural. Guests of honor, Professor Sanjay Goyal, Principal in Hyderabad, and Professor C. Krishnan, Hyderabad. My leadership team, vice principals, directors, advisors, heads of the departments, and heads of the sections, librarian, and digital director. And today's keynote speakers, session guides, judges for various events, distinguished participants, delegates, our teaching and non-teaching staff, researchers, and my dear students, members of the press and print media, good morning to one another. It's my privilege to welcome you all to the CBIT's 7th Anniversary Day and our 5 international conferences, a landmark occasion reflecting CBIT's unwavering commitment to academic excellence, research innovation, and global engagement. This remarkable research day, initiated in 2019, has grown into one of the most prestigious flagship events of our institute, dedicated to nurturing a vibrant research and innovation ecosystem among students and faculty. It encourages the presentation of innovative ideas, interdisciplinary projects, and emerging technological solutions, thereby strengthening the institute's research culture. The event consistently promotes meaningful collaborations, improves the quality of research outputs, and enhances visibility for participants through presentations, awards, and interactions with your industry and academic experts. At the outset, I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the participants and delegates who have come forward to present their research papers from various parts of the country, and to those joining us online from abroad, enriching the global relevance of these conferences. As the principal, it is customary to brief highlights of few of the facets of this prestigious and premier institution, proudly rated as #1 self-financing engineering institution and most sought after institute for aspiring students and parents for getting admission in both Telugu-speaking states and the country. Established in 1979, with an intake of 200 students in 4 engineering branches of civil engineering, ECE, and mechanical. CBIT has grown significantly, and today its annual intake is 1,998 with 12 UG and 10 CG programs of engineering, management, and computer applications. And our campus now accommodates nearly 8,000 students and around 800 staff, nearly a tenfold increase with the remarkable progress in span of 46 years of glorious journey. This institute is affiliated with the Osmania University, attained UGC autonomous status in 2013, accredited with the A++ grade by NAC, the highest grade awarded by the NAC, and all its eligible programs are accredited by the National Board of Accreditation, NBA. CBIT continues to excel in research, evidenced by its 3,159 focus indexed publications with 20,850 citations and an index of 56, along with 1,411 web of publications, gathering garnering 10,727 citations and an index of 42. The institute has successfully completed 121 research projects of worth of 700 lakhs and is currently executing 98 ongoing projects valued at 1107 lakhs, underscoring its strong research and innovation capability. CBIT is the only private institution in the state of Telangana with more than 70% of its faculty holding PhD qualifications, supported by highly dedicated non-teaching staff. The, the institution is recognized as research centers by its affiliating Usmania University, and also it is recognized as a host institution by MSME, supporting innovation, entrepreneurship, and incubating development activities. Our institution is known for renowned placements with the highest CTC reaching 60 lakhs per annum and consistently recruitment by top national and international companies. The campus has an exclusive sport complex with the modern facilities, a dedicated library block, and a fully equipped R&D, innovation and incubation block supporting cutting-edge research in the entrepreneurial ventures. CBIT is also one of only 40 institutions in the entire country being sanctioned with the national prestigious Atal Community Innovation Center under the Atal Innovation Mission, Government of India with a rank of 4.5 crores. We have a strong research culture, successfully securing sponsored research and consulting projects from DSP, AFP, ISR, and other national agencies. CBIT is consistently listed in the NIR ranking and holds a 4-star rating in innovation from the Ministry of Education, Government of India. Our students and faculty have won numerous awards and accolades across the country, reflecting talent, dedication, and academic excellence. CBIT is known for its commitment towards nurturing our young minds with the future-ready transformative curriculum with the latest emerging and skill-based courses as per the needs of industry and society, wherein our students have a wide scope for choosing elective courses as per their preferred domain of expertise, and also we offer an opportunity to offer students to earn additional minor and honor degrees as per their interest and career planning. Research today at CBIT has evolved into a vibrant platform where ideas converge, collaborations take shape, and impactful solutions emerge, transforming this beautiful planet as a harmonious and joyous living for entire humankind. We sincerely thank Honorable Chief Guest Sri Prakash Chauhan and guests of honors, Dr. Sanjay Goyal and Professor Sri Krishna for joining us today despite their busy schedules. We also extend our heartfelt thankfulness to the keynote speakers and the session chairs of all 5 conferences for graciously accepting our invitation and for contributing their valuable time and expertise to this event. I extend our heartfelt gratitude to the President of CBIT and the Board of Management for their unwavering support and guidance, which continuously empowers us and ensures the successful execution of all our events. I place on record my deep appreciation to our Director R&D, Professor Krishna Reddy, and Associate Director Dr. Sudhakar for their visionary leadership and tireless efforts in strengthening CBIT's research ecosystem. My sincere appreciation also goes to all heads of the departments associated with the 5 international conferences whose academic leadership and meticulous planning have ensured high quality, globally relevant conferences sessions. I extend my sincere appreciation to all department research coordinators who serve as an essential bridge between R&D division and their respective department, ensuring seamless execution of research activities and initiatives. A heartfelt thanks to the leadership team and all members of various committees drafted for the 7th edition of the preparations, whose dedication and professional execution have ensured success of this important academic event. Special appreciation to our student volunteers whose enthusiasm, discipline, and commitment have contributed immensely to making this event grand, smooth, and memorable. These 5 international conferences bring together eminent experts, scholars, and practitioners to explore emerging trends, address contemporary challenges, and promote the innovation across engineering, technology, sustainability, and social development. To all young researchers and the participants, I encourage you to engage actively, question boldly, collaborate widely, and innovate responsibly. Research is not just an academic pursuit, it is a responsibility that contributes to national growth and enhances the global standing of CBIT. As we move forward, let us reaffirm our commitment to excellence in research, global collaboration, and societal impact. I am confident that today's deliberations, discussions, and outcomes will inspire new paths in teaching, learning, innovation, and knowledge creation. I wish this seventh research day and all 5 international conferences a great success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for taking us through the growth journey of CBIT. We will work hard to stand up for your expectations. Let me introduce the Director, R&D, Dr. D. Krishna Reddy, sir. Professor Krishna Reddy, acting, is BA with a distinction from Andhra University and his PhD from Osmania University. He is a recipient of the National Merit Loan Scholarship from the Government of India. He has 35 years of experience in teaching, industry, and R&D organizations, and has worked in various responsible capacities. He has to his credit 155 publications, 14 technical reports, 7 book chapters, and has delivered several guest lectures at DST, AIC-sponsored FDPs and FDPs. He serves as a member board of studies for several engineering colleges in Hyderabad, including UMRC, NGIT, TTR, HITS, and GNI. He is also a member of the Critical Design Review Committee for the Project Shakti under the Samudrika program, being executed at VNR in Nagpur, Hyderabad. Under his guidance, 14 research scholars have been awarded PhD degrees, and 3 more are currently pursuing their research. He has visited the Georgia Institute of Technology, Atlanta, the University of Illinois, Chicago, and the U.S. Institute of Technology, Chicago, where he presented technical papers. He also organized international conferences, FDPs, and FDPs in association with IITs, NITs, and the College of Engineering, Osmania University, with a grant from the RMO headquarters, New Delhi. He has executed 4 sponsored research projects funded by CERN, DST, RCA, and IEL. At present, he is leading an AS-sponsored RPS project and one MIT-sponsored project under the CPS scheme. Professor Reddy has received several honors, including the Best Teacher Award and the Best Researcher Award from CBIT, as well as Best Paper Awards at various international conferences. The Institution of Engineers, Telangana State Center, and the Government of Telangana conferred on him the Engineer of the Year Award 2024 in recognition of his outstanding contributions to academics and research on the occasion of the 57th Engineers Day. He is the founder president of the NGO Teacher, Team for Enlightened Action for Child and Education Rehabilitation. He is the fellow of IETB, fellow of IEA, and the lifetime member of IEEE, ISTE, and SOMC. Now I request Professor B. Krishna Reddy sir to brief on research activities and 7 research.
Thank you, Nelisa. Yeah, good morning, all of you. Honorable Chief Guest of Vice Chancellor, Dr. Prakash Garu, Director of NRC, respected guest of honor, Professor Sanket Goyal Garu, Professor Pixter and Hyderabad campus, respected Professor Sri Krishnamohan Garu, fellow principal, Professor C.V. Narasimhan Garu, STM guests, directors, heads of the departments, section charges, faculty, students, staff, and generous sponsors and dear delegates. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to Research Day, this 7th Research Day, a celebration dedicated to promoting and showcasing the research within our ministry. This occasion holds the special significance for all of us who are passionate about research, innovation, and the pursuit of knowledge. Our management firmly believes that research is the cornerstone of progress, empowering us to address pressing challenges and contributing meaningfully to the societal development. In aligning with this vision, a dedicated R&D hub was established in 2018, which has since been actively engaging and promoting the research across the institution. The institution has made remarkable progress in research. So far, we have successfully executed 52 sponsored research projects and 36 consultancy projects. Currently, 21 sponsored research projects and 4 consultancy projects are ongoing. Apart from this, our institute is generous in providing seed funding to motivate and support research initiatives by both by faculty and students. Under the faculty seed grant, 32 projects are completed and 73 projects are currently ongoing. Similarly, institute is extending financial support to the student projects also. Our faculty publications are good number in Q1 and Q2 and acceleratingly increasing year by year. Likewise, we have a quite good number of citations increasing exponentially year by year. At present, good exchange that we have. 5 of our recognized departments are recognized by research center by Spinal University. 68 of our faculty are recognized supervisors to guide PhD scholars. Under the supervision of our faculty, so far 179 scholars got awarded their PhD and 195 are pursuing. I am delighted to share with you that our sustained efforts towards research and development have led to a significant improvement in the research professional practice score, which has increased from 11.68 to 16.48 in a scale of 30 of NIR of 2025. There are 3 of our faculty, Dr. Sudhakar Babu, Dr. Palle Praveen, and Dr. Vijay Babu are among the top 2% researchers list as identified by the comprehensive global ranking study conducted by Stanford University, USA, and published by Elsevier for the year 2025. I am pleased to share that with you that semiconductor chip designed and fabricated by Dr. Jahangir and team was part of the collages of indigenous chips presented to the Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi sir by Honorable Minister of Electronics and Lighting Sri Ashwini Vaishnav during Semicon India 2025 held in New Delhi on 2nd September 2025. CBIT name was announced by Honorable Prime Minister in his appreciation of the institutions for delivering the first fully indigenous chips designed and developed in India under C2S program. With the support of Navistar, ITAP Foundation of IIT Therapy, this year PNT lab was established. Also, the year 2025 marks are the decennial celebrations of the Navigation Communication Research Center, which is supported by Space Application Center, ISRO, Ahmedabad. R&D Center, CBIT has been celebrating Research Day every year since 2019, commemorating the institution's successful journey in nurturing and encouraging knowledge. Since then, we have been organizing Research Day regularly. This is the 7th Research Day. Research Day provides a valuable platform for researchers, innovators, students, scientists from R&D organizations and academia to broaden their research horizon and network with experts and peers from diverse disciplines. The research event starts with the inauguration of product and posters expo arranged R&D hub. Research findings of our institution are being showcased through the 144 posters and 41 products. These exhibits are outcomes of the sponsored research projects, consultancy projects, and in-house state and projects. With this research today, 5 international conferences are being organized by various departments. ICPEST 2025 organized by Technical Department, ICAIATA 2025 jointly organized by Department of AINL, AIDS, CET, and MCA. ICICT 25 joint organized by CST and IT branches. ICEPE 2025 organized by AC Department. ICDS MIMD 2025 organized by Mechanical Department. We have received a overwhelming response of 633 papers from the researchers within India and abroad. All submitted papers underwent a rigorous peer review process by a panel of experts, including international reviewers. Out of 633, 154 high-quality papers have been selected for presentation and will be published by reputed publishers. The two-day event was preceded by a pre-conference workshop. In these 2 days, keynote sessions by prominent researchers, industry experts, along with both presentations of certificate. The event planned for these 2 days offers a unique platform for the authors, research scholars, innovative students, faculty, and scientists from the R&D organizations to exchange ideas and broaden their perspectives. We at CBIT believe that research is not a just celebration of achievements, but also a reminder for the journey ahead. As educators, mentors, leaders, we must recognize that research is not just a academic pursuit, but a responsibility. Let us remember that every breakthrough begins with a question. Together, let us commit to the creating an environment where questions are encouraged and innovations are prized. Thank you. I wish you all fruitful and interesting research day and 5 interesting events. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for briefing us about the significance of research activities of the Institute and significance of Research Day. Now it's time to release the 7th Research Day proceedings. I request the Chief Guest to release the 7th Research Day proceedings. All the dignitaries are also requested to join.
With proceedings also, we are going globally.
Now we take this opportunity to introduce Dr. C. Krishna Mohan, guest of honor of today's inaugural. Dr. C. Krishna Mohan is currently professor in the Department of CSE at the IIT Hyderabad. He has been with IIT Hyderabad since 2009. He worked as Dean of Public and Corporate Relations, IIT Hyderabad, from January 2020 till January 2022. He was also the founding head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, IIT Hyderabad. Before joining IIT Hyderabad, he was a senior faculty member at the National Institute of Technology, Karnataka, Surathkal. He received his MTech from NIT Surathkal and PhD from the IIT Madras. He held a visiting professor's position at Nihon University, Japan. He was also a visiting researcher at Carnegie Mellon University, Pittsburgh, USA during the summer of 2007. And he was a visiting He was a visiting researcher at the University of California, Irvine, California in the summer of 2013. Also, he was a visiting researcher at Kansas State University, Atlanta, USA during June to August 2025. Professor Mohan heads Visual Learning and Intelligence Lab at IIT Hyderabad, working in the research areas of video content analysis, representation learning, and AI ML. He is a two-time recipient of Excellence in Teaching Award in recognition of distinguished teaching in the years 2018 and 2021 at IIT Hyderabad. Also, he received the Faculty Research Excellence Award in 2024 at IIT Hyderabad. He has published more than 150 papers in peer-reviewed international journals and conference proceedings. He has guided several PhDs, 20 PhDs, 75 masters, and undergraduate students. He has successfully carried out several projects with industry, government agencies, and academia. Dr. Mohan was a member of the Board of Governors IIT Hyderabad from June 2020 to December 2021, and member of the Board of Governors IIIT Kottayam from July 2022. Also, he is a member of the Board of Directors IIT Hyderabad Technology Research Park from September 2020 to August 2024, and also member of Board of Directors IIT Technology Incubation Center, which is Technology Business Incubator at IIT Hyderabad from September 2020. He is a Senate member of IIT Hyderabad from November 2010. Also, he served as Senate member of IIT Tirupati from 2019 to 2022. IIT Kurnool from 2019 to 2021. He serves as the reviewer for several reputed international journals and IEEE journals, and is a senior member of IEEE, member of ASEAN, AAAI member, life member of ISTE, fellow of IDI, fellow of IETE, and fellow of PAS. In 2024, he has awarded with the prestigious Fulbright Nehru International Education Administration Seminar Fellowship. Sir, I request you to kindly address the gathering and share your rich experiences across various leadership roles.
So, good morning, distinguished guests and friends. See, CBI. Director CBI. Professors CBI faculty. Yeah, faculty of CBI researchers across the country and students. So, good morning, everyone. So, I'm very happy to be at this important event that is Research Day. Okay. As part of the several conferences. Okay. So, I'm happy to note that CBIT is being. I also heard a lot of credentials about CBIT, but I also know that since 2009, I've been associated with CBIT for a very long time. So I know the credentials of CBIT. They've been doing extremely well, and I'm happy to see that they focus on research and innovation, which is very important for this country's growth, as envisioned by our Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi. Because research is only we have research, it's innovation. Without research, there is no innovation. And these are all, research and innovation, they go hand in hand. And it's an important it's part of the academics, and all students should inculcate. So then we will be able to see the self-sustaining And everyone looks at, yeah, service provider. But now the government focuses on Atmanirbhar Bharat, where we want to make product for the country rather than just service provider country. So that's where they focus on the government, this government, on research and innovation, entrepreneurship. So these are very important for the future of India's growth. Sure, CBIT is thinking of those lines, and as a part of that, uh, they are conducting this, research day and the 5 conferences. It's not easy conducting 5 conferences parallelly. So I should congratulate the CBIT management for investing providing the trust on research and innovation. So I think we have only short of time. So with this, I hope participants of the conference, 5 conferences, take a lot of inputs from this, interact with the other researchers, and there will be many takeaways from this conference. And so I hope the next 2 days are will be very productive. Wish you all the best, in the future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your expertise and visionary evidence with us today. Your address has added immense value to this event and enriched our understanding. Thank you, sir. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce Dr. Sanjay Goyal, an internationally recognized researcher and a distinguished academic leader. Dr. Goyal is currently the Birla Chair Professor in the Department of Engineering at Silani, Hyderabad campus. He also leads the Center for Research Excellence in Semiconductor Technology, CREST, and heads MEMS Engineering Laboratory, where cutting-edge research is being translated into real-world impact. He obtained his PhD in Electrical and Computer Engineering from University of Alberta, Canada. Prior to that, he completed his MSc from IIT Delhi. His interdisciplinary research blends microfluidics, and nanoelectronics to develop innovative, flexible, and readable technologies. These include smart sensors and systems for biomedical diagnostics, environmental monitoring, agriculture, food and water safety, and energy harvesting solutions such as fuel cells and supercapacitors. Many of these technologies have matured up to in 4 and 5, supported by strong industry collaborations for commercialization. He is also the co-founder of the 3D Tech startups, reflecting his commitment to innovation and technology transfer. Dr. Goyal's scholarly contributions include more than publications, 5 authored books, over 70 patents, and more than 135 invited talks at major international forums. He has successfully supervised more than 65 PhD scholars, contributing significantly to developing the next generation of scientific leaders. These projects have been supported by over 40 national and international funding agencies. In recognition of his outstanding contributions, Dr. Goyal has received numerous prestigious honors. To highlight him, he received the National Award for Teachers 2025 from the Honorable President of India. He is the recipient of the Birla Chair Professorship 2025 to 2028. He has received the ITP India Council Technology Startup Award 2024, the Rasayan Vibhushan Award 2024, and the C.R. Mittal Best Faculty Award 2021. He has been honored as a Fulbright Fellow JSPS Visiting Fellow, Visiting Professor at UIT, the Arctic University of Norway, and currently serves as Distinguished Lecturer for the ITT Sansar Council. We are truly honored to have this distinguished current innovator with us today. So, your address is one we have all been eagerly awaiting.
Good morning, everyone. Namaskar. So I know one Telugu word, Andari. That's something my friends keep telling me. So thank you very much for this generous invitation. Professor Nursing Principal of this college, Dr. Turhan, Director of Remote Sensing Lab, Dr. Reddy, our colleague from IIT Hyderabad, Dr. Reddy again, Dr. Krishna from IIT Hyderabad, and Dr. Reddy from this college. I've been to this college a couple of times before as part of faculty selection process and other things, but I have been coming this time after a gap of 5-6 years. So it has changed a lot. In fact, the approach growth and the entire locality has changed a lot. So which really gives me a lot of exciting ideas to present. The principal sir has given a very interesting report. Likewise, Dr. Reddy, the dean of research, had also given a lot of achievements and a lot of laurels to the faculty members. So I'm so happy to see that such a distinguished college, not only the city of Hyderabad, not only the Telangana state, but both the Telugu state has been championing to produce top-class researchers and innovators. It's not easy, and that to be a semi-financed university. And I've been told that many faculty members are getting a lot of seed fundings and so on, which is really remarkable. Today, I know that many people are working in safety communication, not only in this college, but other colleges as well in the city of Hyderabad. But today I will just read some Google stuff. That's what my habit is before going to work every day. So I saw that today, 1901, Marconi, famous communication researcher, received the first transatlantic wireless signal, which is being the founding stone to what we have right now. So today is the day, and today I'm so happy to see that many such conferences, many such events are happening in today's world. In fact, when I talk about CBIT, CBIT is, of course, you all know Chaitanya Bharati. So I was thinking earlier, the word Chaitanya Bharati leads to the name of a person, maybe promoter state or something like that. But when I did some more such, these days AI is very powerful and it gives you a lot of education and a lot of new knowledge. I found that Chaitanya Bharati really means Chaitanya, which is like the consciousness, the knowledge, and of course, Bharati means our Bharat, our India. So essentially, this college is being the forefront to provide the knowledge, to provide the consciousness, to providing the innovation skills and acumen to all of us. And I'm really proud to be standing in front of you. And more than that, it's not easy to organize 5 conferences in parallel. And I'm sure Professor Krishna, our colleague from IIT Hyderabad, knows that even to organize a one-day event is not. So I'm sure that a lot of work has gone into organizing these events, these conferences, and I'm sure that these conferences will be very productive, will not really create the networking for 2 days, but throughout your life. Well, I have seen that in conferences, the one of the most important takeaway is you make friends. You make the collaborators which goes with you throughout. You go with them to eat biryani. I mean, that's something which we treasure all the way. I mean, I can see myself that whenever I see my friends, my collaborators, they're all being seated from such events. So I request all of you to, of course, awaken yourself for scientific knowledge. But one thing you must do to make friends. I can see many students on the backside, and I'm sure many of you will be presenting papers. So I request all of you to talk to the industry professionals, to talk to the other academicians, and I'm sure there will be some policymakers to see what's going to happen next in the world, in our country, and so on. Professor Narasimlu has mentioned many laureates, but I'm sure that there will be many alumni which has been coming out of this college, because we are talking about 47 years for the inception of this college. If we just roughly say 500 alumni every year, I'm sure there will be 20,000 to 30,000 alumni So I also request the leadership of this college to engage those alumni to be a part of the journey of the growth of this college, because alumni are really very emotionally attached to their own schools or their own colleges. If I look at myself, I'm from a very small school in Uttar Pradesh, and Dr. Chauhan and I were talking about it. But still, the school calls us and we go there and we feel really, really proud to see that how the school has becoming on the forefront to provide or to create many such leaders. So I urge the leadership to think in this direction. I also have a lot of personal experiences when I have met many industry professionals and corporate leaders. And when we talk to them over the lunch or the coffee, they do mention they have done CBIT. So it's such a proud moment when I see that such great people are coming from not only Hyderabad, but the college where I am studying today. The other thing which I saw is that I was doing another demonstration this morning, that the famous RRR guy, the famous Rajmoli, has been alumni of this prestigious college. I'm sure that you need to be proud about it. I can remember that my own school, we used to have only one person who went to become a member of parliament. Whenever somebody used to come to our college, our school used to always say that this gentleman was from here. So we should always be proud about it. RRR. So when I talk about this three letters RRR, I somehow can connect to three words, which is extremely important in today's research, development, innovation, entrepreneurship, whatever vertical we talk about. The first is, of course, research. Research is something I believe is not an optional thing for us. I'm sure there are many more profound people are here on this stage and on this stage. But what I feel is that research has been amalgamated. Even we talk about the school education, college education, or of course, further higher education, including PhD. So I feel that everybody should talk about research. And when we do research, when we go back to classes, you can embed many ornaments to your lecture delivery. And I have personally realized that with the research when we come back to the class, because these days, even if you take a first year electrical science course, Thermodynamics, Norton's development, and so on, they are all available in YouTube. Probably YouTube can deliver better language, better lectures than really all of us. But how can you imbibe the research, what you do in your lab, in your projects? How can you give some real life examples to all these students is extremely important. So I urge all of you to not only do research, but also bring back the research to the classes. How we can generate the next benches, next bench to all of us. The second R is the reality. I know we're living in artificial intelligence world, and we all do that. I've been using AI tools since my body, since dawn to dusk. We cannot avoid it. But I feel one is to Mohan. But I feel that unless we live in the real intelligent world, the real intelligent world will only create more questions. AI is a tool given to you, but unless you ask appropriate questions to AI will not be able to help you. So what is the real questions? What is the reality of the life you can further brainstorm? That will be quite amazing. The third R I will talk about, and I give credit to Rajamouli who gave me the idea to use these three words, is the responsibility. We all are citizens of this country, the great country, Bharat or India, but are we the responsible citizen? Because I feel that we can do any amount of research wide or deeper, but unless we can use it for sustainable development, for environment, for climate, which is around us, which is we all know that what is sort of affecting us, we probably may not be giving the justice to what we are doing right now. The second thing is that around us, the roads, the people, anybody around us. So are we trying to get a problem which is stemming from our neighborhood? An old lady needs a mobility support, which can not only be used for this old lady, but for all the old people. So try to connect our research, our innovation, our entrepreneurship, our startups to the day-to-day life problem, which can possibly support the population at large, the people who are around us. So once again, thank you very much for inviting me, and I look forward to connect with all of you. Maybe before I know the connecting has started, if you need to go. but it's my duty to tell one more thing about CREST probably. I know that there have been two cohorts from this college that have visited our institution. We try to impart some knowledge in CREST or semiconductor as a broad domain. But I request all of you to pick any field. I mean, there are many verticals from Government of India, be it semiconductor, artificial intelligence, quantum technology, biomanufacturing space. I mean, there are many more actually. So I think we should try to pick up one of these or maybe more than one of these tech national mission areas to see how we can impart. Please feel free to contact us. We have a lot of events, a lot of outreaching efforts going on in semiconductor domain. In fact, we're going to launch a very ambitious program that one tape out for per student. And this is supported by one of our 1962 batch alumni. And that's what I can say that alumni can play an important role. Our 1962 batch alumni, who is almost 90 years old, he is quite active and enthusiastic to support how we can add value there. And likewise, we do a lot of digital commerce school in this area. Please come forward and talk to us. Once again, thank you very much for inviting me. I wish you a successful day and go on. Thank you.
So we are truly grateful for your valuable perspectives and thought-provoking message. Your guidance will undoubtedly encourage our students, research scholars, and faculty to pursue excellence. We'll definitely try to follow the 3 R's: research, reality, and responsibility. Now I take this opportunity to introduce Dr. Prakash Chauhan, chief guest of today's inaugural. Dr. Prakash Chauhan obtained his postgraduate degree in applied geophysics from IIT Roorkee and PhD in physics from Gujarat University, Ahmedabad. Prior to joining National Remote Sensing Center, Hyderabad, he was the director at the Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, Dehradun, since April 2018. He joined the Indian Space Research Organization in 1991 at Space Applications Center, Ahmedabad, as a scientist, and since then working for the applications of space technology, including remote sensing technology for geosciences, atmospheric and oceanic process studies. He initiated research activities for planetary remote sensing to study solar system objects, mainly Earth, Moon, and Mars, through Indian planetary missions. He has been awarded prestigious 2023 Asia Pacific Regional Excellence Award in Space by Asia Pacific Regional Space Agencies Forum, Professor PRP Memorial Award for the year 2004 by Indian Society of Remote Sensing, Hari Om Ashram Credit Dr. Vikram Sarabhai Research Award by Physical Research Laboratory, Ahmedabad for the year 2019, ISRO Merit Award by Indian Space Research Organization in the year 2010, and Satish Dhawan Award by ISRS Dehradun for the year 2016. He has published more than 150 peer-reviewed journal papers in national and international journals, and is currently Fellow of the National Academy of Science, Allahabad, Indian Society of Remote Sensing, and Indian Social Science Academy. We request you to grace the gathering with your address and the wisdom of your extensive experience, sir.
Good morning, namaskar to all. My colleagues on the dais, Professor Mr. Mohan from IIT Hyderabad, Professor Venkat Goel from the Indian Institute of Technology campus, and I discovered he happens to be Hyderabad as our native place concept. A small world, but it's not discovering here. The principal of the college, Dr. Narasimha Ji, as well as Dr. Krishna Reddy, Director of R&D of CBIT, all the senior faculty members of CBIT, invitees, faculty members, students, ladies and gentlemen. Very good morning to each one of you. First and foremost, let me thank the organizers for inviting me to this 7th Research Day function, where you are hosting 5 international conferences at this prestigious CBIT institution. people, as well as to the other members of CBIT. Dr. Acharya visited me, few months back, a few days back, rather, and invited to, come to this function. And I, found out that this is one of the oldest engineering colleges here in Hyderabad. It's really started long back, I think 47 years back. And it is, as Professor Goel has told, it has produced very important people also. A lot of alumni are doing fantastically well in different fields of engineering, technology, and scientific innovations. So I congratulate each one of you on this occasion. Now, the topic which you are going to do, I mean, the conferences are basically, the people come, they publish they present their work, research students also, present their work, and it basically leads to newer thinking. This word research itself, many people consider research means what? Whatever is research, why you have to search again? But that re is not an English re. That prefix is a French prefix. And that means that intense search or deeper search. So you need to do innovation. So when we talk of research, it essentially means that creation of the new knowledge, either in the science, technology, or maybe in philosophy or any other field in which we are pursuing our careers. So that's the real meaning of research. Please don't get confused that as young students that I want to do research, which things have already been searched. It's not like that. And India, unfortunately, is not spending too much on research. We are not a very research-driven society. If you see the amount of spending we do on research activity, it's pretty small. Less than 0.2% of our GDP contribution we are spending on research. So that's a thing which is very, which is not very heartening to know, but it also gives some hope when institutions like CBIT, you do this kind of research day, that means the research and innovation in India is getting stronger. And to inculcate and to promote research, Government of India has recently announced JNRF. It is on the lines of some of the advanced countries where large amount of research funds are available to the research community, especially to the smaller college and the universities at the state level. Otherwise, in India, there is always a feeling that big amount of money comes for research is always taken by bigger institutions like CSIR institutions, DRDO, ISRO also began, and of course, IITs and IITs, and the colleges and universities really don't get funded. That's the change which is going to come from this ANRF, which has been distributed in the Department of Science and Technology. And I'm sure that with this new ecosystem which has been put in the country, there will be sufficient amount of funding available for various amount of research activities. They're also trying to get good amount of funding from the private sector so that the private sector also gets into the research domain. Because without research and innovation, the private enterprises, which are deep-rooted private enterprises, cannot survive. And if you see all across the globe, the countries which have become advanced, they have really become advanced because they have made big amount of investment in research and development and new innovations, which basically triggered, the market capitalization in new products and services, and basically led to the wealth and the growth of those countries. So India has to seriously take the research activity, and I'm very happy to see that a large amount of papers are going to get presented here, and many of you are excelling in specific areas of like Professor Dollar was the semiconductor technology. One of the professors work in cited by the Prime Minister itself. So that's a very happy thing. And the culture of doing research in academic institutions needs to grow. If you talk of advanced countries like US, Canada, or Europe, academic institutions are the driver of the research, not the government-funded institutions like the case in India is today. So we really want that large amount of research and innovation activity should take place in academic institutions, and we should become the world leader in advanced and cutting edge research in different, across the disciplines, either in science, technology, or even the field of humanities, or, the interdisciplinary disciplines today. Now, I come from Indian Space Research Organization, a very, prestigious organization of this country, the one of the fifth largest space agency of the world. And we started, with a very humble beginning. Many of you must have seen, our predecessors, including Dr. Kalam, carrying parts of the rocket on cycles. You must have seen those pictures. A satellite which was supposed to be taken to the lab where it has been built, taken on bullock cart. It was not taken on bullock cart because, cars were not there because of some, the magnetic field contamination can create problems. So it was taken on bullock cart of the state. The first rocket launch in India happened in 1963. And that rocket was donated to us by United States of America. It's called 90 Apache rocket. It's a sounding rocket. It goes up to a few kilometers. It basically does some soundings in the atmosphere, collect data of temperature and humidity as it descends. And then the data is transmitted back, and then people can analyze the atmospheric conditions in that using this particular sounding rockets. We are still launching sounding rockets from Tumba. But what has really transformed in the last 60 years or so, from that 1963 sounding Apache launch, in July 23, July 30th of this year, we launched a satellite which was built in USA. So this is a transformation, and it needs some claps, A country which was donating us the sounding rockets. Today, we have the capability, we have developed that capability that we are launching a satellite which is jointly made the costliest ever satellite built in the world for Earth observation called NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar Mission, where JPL NASA has built L-band synthetic aperture radar mission, and S-band synthetic aperture radar has been built in Space Application Center in Ahmedabad. And the satellite, both these radar systems were integrated in our URSC laboratory, and the launch happened from our Sriharikota by an Indian rocket. So don't you think that it's a movement of proud to each of us that today an advanced country like USA is coming to us for such kind of launches? This has not happened over a period of time. Large amount of pain and with limited resources, sheer hard work, great commitment, and to do innovative research in an organization like ISRO DRDO has propelled and brought us to this position that today world is looking towards India and Indians, and especially the young Indians, in terms of the future, innovations and science and technology. We became the first country in the world to land a lander onto the moon surface at the southernmost parts of the moon, which is so difficult, and it created history. In fact, the event was so popular that world over on YouTube, it has broken all records of viewership. That too for a scientific mission, not for a movie like, the different movie. So you can see that how much amount of interest and curiosity the activities which are being done solely by India, within India. Totally now we are talking of Atmanirbhar Bharat, but Professor Vikram Sarabhai in 1969 itself, when he founded ISRO, he has given a vision that most of the space activity has to be done in India itself. So most of our, programs are purely indigenous. We are building our rockets, the subcomponents, the sensors are being built in India, the satellite is being manufactured in India, the data product, the data which comes from the satellite, I'll talk about it. All kinds of ground segments, the reception systems, ground stations, everything is built in India only, except, importing certain electronics parts, which we have a weakness, because we missed the electronics, revolution in this country. So we are still dependent on the electronics or some of the components on external sources. But I'm very happy to say that because of the new research and innovation and determination of our scientists, we have achieved this status today. The role of academia also was very important in this journey, and that is where the institutes like CBIT, etc., in prominence and to encourage research in this, especially in the field of space science and technology. We have also, instituted funding schemes like Respond. Many of you must have taken Respond projects, but I would encourage you to take 2 days from today. Our chairman is going to release another version of Respond Basket. So you can choose any subject or any topic of your interest and apply for some funded research. So this is a highly dynamic, interdisciplinary organization. So you can find anything of your interest, including electronics, avionics, mechanical systems, quantum technology, quantum sensing, sensor development, data processing, data analytics, agriculture, biology, water resources. You talk anything on the world, we have something to offer in India's research space research organization as far as the research activities are concerned. One more thing before I close, I would like to tell you that recently the government has announced almost 40,000 crores worth of project in space arena, including launching of Bharatiya Antariksh Station. It is going to be equivalent to the International Space Station. Currently, there are space stations which are orbiting, at around 300 kilometers orbit from the surface of Earth. One is International Space Station, and recently, Mr. Vanshu Shukla, he became the first Indian governing athlete to visit International Space Station. He spent almost 50 days and did wonderful, experiments in microgravity conditions in the field of, biology, biotechnology, and understanding, the cellular behaviors. Of course, there were 8 such experiments. Time is not here to talk about that. But we are going to have a permanent presence. Only Chinese and this International Space Station, which is a joint effort, are 2 such kind of things. India is going to have its own dedicated space station. It's called Bharatiya Antariksh Space Station. It is likely to start building from 2030 onwards, and it will propel large kind of research activity, not only the space research, but semiconductor research. The microgravity conditions, the biological research, the biotechnology research. Many of you think that what kind of experiments once our own space station is there, it's not going to remain idle. When astronauts will go, they will carry some research for you. They will conduct certain experiments for you. Think about those possibilities which are likely to get opened in this country, in this BAS launched. We are also, the Honorable Prime Minister has given us a very ambitious plan to land the first human, first Indian by 2040 on the surface of the moon. So it's a grand vision. When you say that a human is going to land on the moon, and that an Indian is going to land on the moon, to achieve this, you can imagine that what kind of technology developments will take place in this country, which will require new innovations, newer technology, and high-end research across various disciplines and across various institutions, not only within ISRO. So we need this kind of leadership which can give us, that grand vision, and many of the research activities can get propelled. Government also has initiated large amount of research activities in emerging areas like quantum technology, quantum computing, quantum sensing, quantum communication. The funds are available from DST in that domain. Supercomputing missions, the bioenergy missions, and of course the climate resilience. These are some of the areas where we need to think, because India is the most affected country as far as the climate, adverse effects of the climate are concerned. And we need to develop a country which is most climate resilient. We have almost 2,000 kilometer long Himalayas, which basically is very sensitive to the climatic change, and we are seeing some of those things are happening every year. We have 11,000 kilometer long coastline, which is also vulnerable because sea level rise, and which basically can threaten many of the Indian cities if the sea rise continues to rise because of the climate changes. We need a development strategy which is climate resilient, so that we can build the future cities and a climate resilient future for each of our citizens. So these are some of the newer ideas where I urge that all this young generation, India is also blessed with this, the population dividend, what we call. We are the youngest country with an average age of around 30 years or so. The next 25 years are going to be very critical, because then our average age will become almost 40, 45 or so. So we need not miss this time frame. The next 25 years are going to be very critical, and all of those who are sitting in those backbenches are really going to contribute for this Let me also tell you a fact. In an organization like ISRO, we have less than 1% people coming from IITs or even NITs. Then from there, all these wonderful engineers are coming, those who are having a dream to land objects or landers onto the surface of moon, and we are all now planning to send a lander onto the surface of Mars. They're all coming from this type of engineering colleges. Unfortunately, I people find our salary is not very attractive. They all go to US and Europe, but all of these people coming from so-called tier B, tier C colleges, they are making our India's future. And that's where, the strength of Indian youth lies, the innovation, the ability to do innovation in less resources, what we call it the Jugaad technology. And using this type of innovative approaches, we have really done wonderfully well in very less resources compared to any peers in the Western world or within Asia also compared to China or even Japan. But as I told you, the future needs to be very carefully curated, and we cannot miss this next 25 years. So, because if we miss this bus, probably, we are going to miss forever. So, friends, especially my young friends, it's time, to wake up, to tighten your seat belts and fly. The sky is open for doing any kind of thing, and the government is supporting, the policy is supporting. तो हिंदी में बोलते हैं यही समय है, सही समय है जब सरकार भी आपके साथ है. We have done reforms, large amount of startups are being promoted. Hyderabad itself, in space, I can tell you, in last 4 years, 300 new startups have come across the whole country, and maximum number of startups are there here in Telangana, in key hub area. So that's you are at the right place. तो जगह भी सही है, समय भी सही है, और वक्त भी सही है. तो जाइए और कंट्रीब्यूट कीजिए. Let us make our beautiful country a developed country, and future is very bright for each of us. And programs like these programs, I'm sure, are really going to innovate and give lot of incentives to our young students to carry out fantastic research or critical research in times to come. Thank you very much for this invitation, and give you all the very best.
Thank you, sir, for emphasizing on the real essence of research and encouraging our students and making them feel that they can achieve anything. We would like to inform you that CBIT has completed one project under Response Basket and has backed another project under Response Plan. Yes, sir.
It is now time to honor our guests who have taken time out their valuable time to create this occasion. I request our Principal Circle, our Dr. Chief Guest, Dr. Prakash Shah, sir. I request Professor Krishna Reddy sir to join.
I request Professor Krishna Reddy sir to felicitate Professor Sanket Govind. Requesting Principal Sir to join.
Now I request our Principal Circle felicitate Professor Krishna Mohan sir. I request Professor Krishna Reddy sir to join.
Now it is time to thank all those who have contributed to this inaugural function. I request Dr. V. Srilata, convener and faculty of AI and DS, to deliver the word of thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to anyone present here. Management of Chaitanya Bharati Institute of Technology and Research and Development said, it's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks for the inaugural of 7th Research Day 2025, held alongside with 5 international conferences in electronics, power and systems, sustainable materials, artificial intelligence, and innovative computing. This occasion truly reflects CBIT commitment to research excellence, innovation, interdisciplinary learning, and global academic collaboration. We deeply honored by the presence of our today's chief guest, Dr. Prakash Raman, Director, NRSC, ISRO, Department of Space, Government of India, Hyderabad. We are grateful to our chief guest for taking the time to be with us today. His presence has greatly enhanced the significance of this occasion. We also thank him for sharing insights and on the evolving role of technology in research and the importance of students and research to meet future challenges, which surely inspire our academic community. We also extend our gratitude. Guest of honor, Professor Sanket Goyal, Birla Sheikh Professor and Head Center of Research Excellence in Semiconductor Technologies, PITS Pilani, Hyderabad campus. We deeply appreciate your presence, your sharing your experience and sharing your experiences. Your work will surely inspire our CBIT community. We also extend our gratitude to our distinguished guest of honor, Professor C. Krishna Mohan, Department of CSE, former Dean, Public and Corporate Relations, IIT Hyderabad. His multiple address underscored the importance of innovation, collaboration, and strong research foundations offering meaningful perspective for faculty and students working across interdisciplinary domains. We also extend Professor C. Narasimhan, Principal CBIT, for his constant support and guidance in fostering vibrant research and academic ecosystem at CBIT. Our sincere appreciation goes to Professor D. Krishna Reddy, Director, R&D, CBIT, for articulating the vision and roadmap of R&D cells and for dedicated efforts in planning and steering the research initiatives. His professional leadership and strategic direction have been instrumental in shaping the success of this program. A very special appreciation for all the dignitaries of the dais for joining us today's occasion. Your presence truly illuminating this event, thereby strengthening the research culture in CBIT. We also, on the behalf of CBIT and on my own behalf, I once again thank everyone joining here who contributed support the success of this event. Thank you all, and we come to close today's event. I request all the participants to join for the IT and R&D hub. After I request all the chief guests, guest of honor, principals, and directors to proceed to the R&D cell for the inaugural of our Research Day exhibition. Thereafter, the program will continue with the keynote sessions with respect to vendors. For any additional information, participants may please contact respective program conveners. Thank you.
One hour. Yes.